You crazy mother.
What's going on YouTube? It's Kay here, bringing you guys today my first ever video of Rainbow Six Siege from a new series that I am starting today, pretty much called the Rainbow Six Siege Operator Breakdowns. And this is where I go in depth on each, if not all, of the operators in Rainbow Six Siege and talk to you guys a little bit about them and why I believe that certain operator is either a great addition to your team or a great detriment to your team, and it will depend on each and every one. And once again, this is going to be only my opinion on them, because most of these operators, if not all of them, pretty much are based on each individual's playing style, so my opinion may not be the same as anybody else's opinion. And today we're actually going to be talking about the operator Sledge, and why, in my honest opinion, he is one of the best operators to have on the attacking side. And I know that not a lot of people are actually going to agree with my opinions. They're going to stand by theirs, of course, and say that, no, that's a total lie. Thatcher is the best operator, or Thermite is, or even Fuse is, and that's okay. They are entitled to their opinions and such. But this being my opinion, I would like to pretty much just explain my reasoning why I don't believe that any team should go without a Sledge. And that is, of course, without going into the nitty-gritty facts, pretty much the point-based numbers of this operator, because we all know that every single weapon in this game is super powerful. But if you guys are the type that really like the nitty-gritty numbers game, he does have very powerful weapons, such as his assault rifle that does 45 damage to the chest on light armored targets, so it kills in 3 shots. It kills in 4 shots to medium, and sometimes 4 to 5 shots for heavy armored opponents and such. But this is not going to be a video based on only the numbers, because a lot of people can argue numbers are not everything. It has to do with playing skill, playing style, and pretty much how you use each operator. So once again, this will not be a by the book numbers video. This will just be what Sledge brings to the table and what makes him a great operator, just regardless of your playing style and how you choose to use him. So to just start at the very basic, the very first thing that Sledge is even named for is his hammer. Sledge has a sledgehammer, of course, which is actually called the Caber. I don't know if not a lot of people knew that or not, but this is a breaching hammer whose main purpose is breaching holes in walls. This is not a hammer used to go around and killing people with as a melee attack, even though it is very possible. I wouldn't recommend it unless you're trying to go for a cheeky fun kill and such. It is possible to get a one-hit kill with this, and it's really fun, but that is not what it's for. It's for breaking holes in walls that pretty much is inaccessible to any other operator in the game, such as if Mute's jamming device is on the other side of the wall and everybody's breaching pads are not being able to be used, and your team either doesn't have a Thatcher or Thatcher's already dead. Sledge is the one you want to call. He will come in with his breaching hammer and bust a hole in the wall as long as it has not been reinforced. So it already makes him a great backup character to have in case you do not have a Thatcher and the enemy team has a Mute. Also, he is one of the only operators that can actually one-hit break Castle's bulletproof barricades, making him great against them. Once again, if there's a Mute jamming device on the other side, you don't have breaching pads, or you don't want to expose your feet for too long as you place the breaching pads, because a lot of people like to, aim in that crack under it. So you call in Sledge once again to open that door for you. And now to talk a bit about Sledge's other weapons. Sledge is a very versatile character just because he is one of the only 2 characters in the game that can actually have both a shotgun and pretty much a submachine gun at the same time, making him pretty amazing at close quarters combat, which is what he is really strong at. He isn't much of a long range character unless you want to make him so, because once again, he's very versatile. To start off, he does have a shotgun called the 591A1. Very all-around great shotgun and such. I'm not a very big shotgun player myself, so I don't know much about this shotgun, but I did try it once or twice, and it is very decent, and it's a very nice gun to use. However, his assault rifle, which happens to be my favorite assault rifle in the game, is the L85A2 assault rifle. Now this thing is a beast. Like I said before, it does 45 points of damage, and it is amazing. I like to run it with an ACOG sight, and that's how you turn Sledge into a long range operator. You can pretty much do very well at long range and he'll be good. The reason that I like Sledge above all other operators is his secondary weapons that really makes him stand out. He has, of course, a basic pistol, but he also has access to the Mac 11 submachine gun as a secondary weapon. He's one of the only 2 operators in the game that has the Mac 11 as a secondary weapon. It has, I believe, 17 bullets in the mag, and it shoots ridiculously fast, extremely fast, and so you'll lose all your bullets in under 2 seconds at most. It shoots ridiculously fast, but in close quarters it will really help you pretty much decimate anyone in front of you. So he does have 2 ways you can use him. If you want to use the shotgun of his for close quarters combat, and then also have the Mac 11 in reserve for when you pretty much need to go to those fast firing rate, a bit more distance than the shotgun, you can use the shotgun Mac 11 combo. Or if you want to go and have him also be a long range character, you can use his assault rifle, the L85, put a nice holographic or an ACOG, whatever you prefer, for those long distance engagements, and then also have the Mac 11 in reserve for when you get more, you know, close quarters and up close and personal, which makes him ridiculously amazing in both situations. Not to mention his breaching hammer allows you to breach holes in walls practically anywhere on the map that lets you break the walls, making him a very versatile character who will usually come in from directions that you never expect him. And talking about his generic gadgets, he does have access to a breaching charge, but I have no idea why you would ever want to use the breaching charge unless you want to breach a wall while not being that close to it, because the hammer, you know, you have to be right up against the wall. But I don't really recommend using the breaching charge at all. What really stands out as his gadget is the Frag Grenade. He is one of the only 2 operators actually on the attacking side that has access to a Frag Grenade, and as you know, the only other players on attack that have access to a Frag Grenade are the rookies. So already he has both a shotgun and an assault rifle, and he will either have a pistol or a submachine gun, and you always have that Frag Grenade, pretty much making him the best character that you can really use for attack if you're there to support your team or get the flanking route or come up above them or even beneath them. Sometimes you can actually walk on the level above the enemy and just sledge the floor, creating, even if it's not a pathway for you to jump down, you create a little viewpoint for you to be able to shoot down. So I do recommend that you play around with this character. He is great in all situations, and though I know he doesn't have a gadget that completely changes and really changes the map and the dynamic and really enables your team to win and such like that, but he is great if you know how to use him well. And that is all the time that I have for today, guys, so thank you, and I'll see you next time.
You crazy mother...